Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will discuss about the prevention of COVID-19. Strategies for preventing transmission of the disease include maintaining overall good personal hygiene like washing hands, avoiding touching the eyes, nose or mouth with unwashed hands, coughing and sneezing into a tissue and putting the tissue directly into a waste container. Those who may already have the infection have advised to wear a surgical mask in public. Physical distancing measures are also recommended to prevent transmission. Healthcare providers taking care of someone who may be infected are recommended to use the standard precautions, contact precautions, and eye protection to prevent the transmission of this disease. Many governments have restricted or advised against all non-essential travel to and from countries and areas affected by the outbreak. The virus has already spread within communities in large parts of the world, with many not knowing where or how they were infected. Misconceptions are circulating about how to prevent infection. For example, rinsing the nose and gargling with mouthwash are not effective. There is no COVID-19 vaccine, though many organizations are working to develop one. Hand washing is recommended to prevent the spread of the disease. The CDC recommends that people wash hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, especially after going to toilet or when hands are visibly dirty, before eating, and after blowing one's nose, coughing, or sneezing. This is because outside the human body, the virus is killed by the household soap which bursts its protective bubble. CDC further recommended using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol by volume when soap and water are not readily available. The WHO advises people to avoid touching the eyes, nose or mouth with unwashed hands. It is not clear if washing hands with if soap is not available is effective at reducing the spread of viral infections or not. Surface cleaning. Surfaces may be decontaminated with a number of solutions within 1 minute of exposure to the disinfectant for a stainless steel surface, including 60 to 71% ethanol, 50 to 100% isopropanol, 0.1% sodium hypochlorite, 0.5% hydrogen peroxide, and 0.2 to 7.5% povidone iodine. Other solutions such as benzalkonium chloride and chlorhexidine gluconate are less effective. The CDC recommends that if a COVID-19 case is suspected or confirmed at a facility such as an office or daycare, all areas such as offices, bathrooms, common areas, shared electronic equipments like tablet, touchscreen keyboards, remote controls, and ATM machines used by the ill person should be disinfected. Face mask and respiratory hygiene. Recommendations for wearing masks have been a subject at debate. The WHO recommended healthy people wear masks only if they are at high risk, such as those who are caring for a person with COVID-19. China and the United States, among other countries, have encouraged the use of face masks or cloth face covering more generally by members of the public to limit the spread of the virus by asymptomatic individuals. As a precautionary principle, several nations and local governments have made wearing masks mandatory. Surgical masks are recommended for those who may be infected, as wearing this type of mask can limit the volume and travel distance of expiratory droplets dispersed when talking, sneezing, and coughing. Social distancing, also known as physical distancing, includes infection control actions intended to slow the spread of disease by minimizing close contacts between individuals. Methods include quarantine, travel restrictions, and the closing of schools, workplaces, stadiums, theaters, or shopping centers. Individuals may apply social distancing methods by staying at home, limiting travel, avoiding crowded areas, using no-contact greetings, and physical distancing themselves from others. Many governments are now mandating or recommending social distancing in regions affected by the outbreak. Non-cooperation with distancing measures in some areas has contributed to further spread of the pandemic. The maximum gathering size recommended by US government bodies and health organizations was swiftly reduced from 250 people to 50 people and later to 10. On 22nd March 2020, Germany banned public gatherings of more than 2 people. A Cochrane review found that early quarantine with other public health measures are effective in limiting the pandemic. But the best manner of adopting and relaxing policies are uncertain as local conditions vary. Older adults and those with underlying medical conditions such as diabetes, heart disease, respiratory disease, hypertension, and immunocompromised systems face increased risk of serious illness and complication and have been advised by the CDC to stay home as much as possible in the areas of community outbreak. In late March 2020, the WHO and other health bodies began to replace the use of the term social distancing with physical distancing, to clarify that the aim is to reduce physical contact while maintaining social connections either virtually or at a distance. The use of the term social distancing had led to implications that people should engage in complete social isolation rather than encouraging them to stay in contact through alternative means. Self-isolation at home has been recommended for those diagnosed with COVID-19 and those who suspect they have been infected. Health agencies have issued detailed instruction for proper self-isolation. Many governments have mandated or recommended self-quarantine for entire population living in affected areas. The strongest self-quarantine instructions have been issued to those in high-risk groups, those who may have been exposed to someone with COVID-19, and those who have recently traveled to a country or region with widespread transmission have been advised to self-quarantine for 14 days from the time of last possible exposure.